Hey guys, it's Terry here. Welcome back. It's been a while. This video has been a while as well. The Christmas video that you probably came out before this one was shot after this, but this one just got put on the back burner because Christmas video was for school. So I want to apologize for the green screening because yes, this was before I've done a Cert 3 in screen and media, so yippee me. So my skills have improved from this, so I do want to apologize, just a heads up. And I also want to apologize, I do clap my hands a bunch throughout the screen. I'll hold a mug next time or something to keep my hands occupied. I'll probably check back in, see how you're doing, and make a few... I cut down a few of my ramblings. I want to apologize in advance. This video is going to be a long one. I'm shooting this bit after editing, so if I'm here... it's in the future, it's almost 2 months in the future. I shot this back on the 5th of October. But, just a warning. But I want to thank you, I hope you enjoy. And let's just crack into it. Welcome, my name's Terry. Today, we're going to be doing something a little bit special. Because, let's be honest, it's been a while since we've last talked. If you're joining back, it's been 8 months. Oh, well, 8 months since, beautiful James there left his comment. But it's been a while, that's all I'm saying. A lot of stuff's happened, a lot of world events, a lot of news.
I want to thank that fellow down under. Thank you very much, pal.
A lot of films been released also. So, that's what I'm keen for, and that's what I'm going to talk about today. Mortal Kombat. There's not too much to say about this film. It's a fighting film that really just gets the fighting wrong. Even Gunpowder Milkshake got the fighting better, and that's a fucking Netflix film. But Mortal Kombat, all you had to do, get good fights, wouldn't really complain. Kind of goofy video game movie, it's to be expected. It's a Mortal Kombat film. It's going to be a bit goofy. And my other big complaint... They didn't fucking hire anyone I know. Not to be mean to the actors in there, the actors, sure, not their fault. But, get a fucking Jason Statham, or, a Dwayne Johnson, just a household name in there, maybe. Because I cannot name someone from that film. Not to be rude to these fine actors, but, who are they? And, why... did they decide to make a Mortal Kombat film? And first of all, not have Melina in it with that mouth, because I want to see what it does, Melina from Mortal Kombat. I ranted for this for too long, and mainly what I was just trying to say is they made her unattractive. Not saying that, the actor's not trying to diss her, but I'm saying, Melina famously wears a mask, and when she takes the mask off, jagged mouth. But, kind of not bad jagged mouth, Maybe see what that mouth does, It's that type of vibe. But in this one, it's just kind of gross. And come on. It's a gamer film. Give the gamer guys something. Give the little gamer boys, a little... That's all I'm saying. Would I recommend Mortal Kombat? No, I wouldn't. Overall, personally, I give it a 3. And, yeah, I would skip it, It's not a fun kind of bad, it's just kind of bad, and they're not going to learn if it makes a lot of money. Jungle Cruise. Jungle Cruise, a breathtaking film, a wonderful adventure. Disney ride made into a film to get, more people going to the ride, basically. That's a lot of the premise is, it's a Jungle Cruise. It's a River Rapids ride at our new Disney World. Please, come and buy the merchandise, exit through the gift shop. But it's an okay film. It's a mid. I'm not gonna go beat by beat for Jungle Cruise because it's kind of fun. Like, The Rock is so damn likable. He got me to like the film because I really didn't want to like it because. They have,
Jack Whitehall.
I think, and he's, British gay guy. Ooh, I'm gay, I don't want to be in the jungle. Carry my luggage, busboy. Here's a chip, here's a penny. And they got discount Nazis, you know, just, come on. I like the guy who plays him, like, I'm not, nothing to do with the actor, but just, like, come on, give us the real thing. How could I forget to mention that this lady is wearing pants? If you don't know, she's wearing pants. And that's uncommon in these time periods, at least, because they pointed out at least 3 times in the film, maybe more. I blanked out, to be honest. My eyes rolled into the back of my head at a certain point, and I was just kind of there. But, you know, at least 3 times, and they really feel the need to keep, like, they have a good, you know, minute dialogue each time, like, oh, I'm wearing pants. Oh, you're a lady. That's unladylike. Oh, well, you know, I'm an explorer. They feel a need to have a dialogue each time. So, God, anyway. Moving on. I liked it a lot more than I wanted to. But, you know, it's still not a lot. It's a 5 from me. Just off the bat, you know, it's not for me. If you have a kid, or, you know, it's a brainless Disney film. Like, you can kind of switch off and just have it going in the background of a party, maybe. Because there's some cool stuff towards the end. Like, there's... It's okay, but it really felt like the first, like, half of the film was just, hey, we have a new ride. Please, the Rock is now the guy doing, like, the height measurement thing, because we did a film about it. Like, you know, anyway. Jungle Cruise, fucking, get out of here. Now we're going to talk about Free Guy. So, Free Guy, it's a film that came out quite recently. It got pushed back from last year, which I was kind of excited for Free Guy. Like, I'm letting you know, going into it, I was like, fuck yeah, video game film, Ryan Reynolds, what's not to like? And then, got pushed back to, you know, Christmas of that year. I got pushed back another year. And now they finally can get in cinemas, get their fucking quick buck in. So now it's out. And it was only out in cinemas for a while, so that means I watched a cam version, as they're called. So, you know, a few Indian guys coughing in it, but, you know, not a bad film overall. I liked it. It could have been a lot better, and, you know, a lot of other people liked it. That's why I don't want to berate it, because it's not a terrible film. It's just got a lot of bad aspects. Like, Taika Waititi was just hired to be, I'm an eccentric businessman. It just, like, the script notes was, be eccentric, and that was it. That was his character. Steve Harrington, he wasn't bad in it, you know. There's a lot of plot holes, and fuck it, just, you know, video game, whatever, move on. And they really like to... They did a whole gamer come, like, sock thing. Mum, don't touch my special sock. And the guy in-game is Channing Tatum, but out-game he's like, you know, a no-chin neck beard. He lives with his mum. So, you know, haha, funny, gamers, they're ugly, they have no social skills, gamers, haha. So that's cool, you know. Pick on your fucking audience for the film. Hey, you want a Ryan Reynolds video game character? Yeah, fuck you. You play video games, I bet you come in socks. Like, come on, I'm just trying to watch a film, man. And yeah, especially the fucking Fortnite skin shit around this game made me despise it. Like, just fucking do your film now. I don't care. Don't go, oh yeah, free skin in Fortnite, buff Ryan Reynolds, oh, he's cool, he's sick. And also, there's a bunch of times... Like, it's lazy when they just go, here's a lightsaber, here's music from the film that the lightsaber's from. You guys get it, right? You guys get it? Here's the portal gun. You guys know the portal gun, right? Because you game. You guys know the portal gun. Hey, here's the Half-Life gun. You guys know the Half-Life gun? Because the portal gun was so cool, right? You got the Half-Life one. Hey, we got the shield from Captain America. And even, hey, look, he says hi in the film. He says, the what in the goddamn? Because we got his shield. We're cool, right? You know the references. Like, come the fuck on. Like, they cycle through that for a good minute, for fucking 5 minutes. I did a very poor job of explaining this last time, 2 months ago. And, you know, I'm glad that I've had the 2 months to reflect, because in that time, I've been able to see Fortnite will sell a skin to anyone. You know, Naruto, Rick and Morty, get in Fortnite. So, but at the time, I thought, you know, oh, the Ryan Reynolds movie, Fortnite, free skin character, fucking stupid, kind of weird. Like, cool, we get it, you have a movie coming out. Okay. And, I just found it was very dumb. But, you know, now that Fortnite's just they'll sell a skin to anyone. Please get in our game. So, it's, you know, water under the bridge at this point. It's okay. It's the latest in Ryan Reynolds doing his shtick. He's just become like a character now. He's like a Jim Carrey. He just gets on set, he does his thing. But it's like a standard Ryan Reynolds film. It's nothing bad, but, you know, it's Ryan Reynolds, really. I'm getting sick and tired of him. I give it a 5, personally. I like, want to rate it lower. That's the contrarian in me. It's a mid film. If you watched the trailers and thought it was going to be okay, go for it. Give it a go. Give it a crack. I wouldn't recommend going into theaters for it. A lot of these films, if they're not over like a 7, I would say, I wouldn't risk your life in a theater for it. You know, I'd try and find a legal copy at home and sit and watch it. But besides that, let's jump on to the next one. Here's that Ryan Reynolds fella again. In Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard. Why are both of those plural? Anyway, fucking sequel to Hitman's Bodyguard. It's, in my opinion, to that Free Guy shit, I would watch this over it, personally. That's just me. I still rated it about the same, but this one's more fun in my opinion. So if you've seen Hitman's Bodyguard and liked it, you know, Samuel L. Jackson and Ryan Reynolds, he's a hitman, he's a bodyguard, they're not meant to be together, but, you know, it's a bit of fun. Then there's goofs and jokes and ha-has throughout, but it's made for an older audience, you know. I didn't mind it, you know, but my fucking dad, he loved it, because it was made for him. But here's another one, a sequel to that, and they kept stepping it up, so it's a bit of fun. They got
Antonio Banderas.
the guy from the Spy Kids. He's evil in it. He wants to take back Greece or something. So that's pretty fucking cool. And they got Morgan Freeman as Ryan Reynolds' dad. So that's also pretty fucking cool. So, you know, they keep upping it, and there's some good jokes and there's some good funny gags. But if you watched the original one and you liked it, I would fucking highly recommend it. It's a great sequel. Like, one of the only ones in recent memory I thought, this isn't bad for a sequel. Like, they didn't just fuck it up, basically. Yeah, I'm feeling horny. And this one, for me, is a 5. Just because, you know, it's not for me, really. Like, my dad fucking loved the first one, and I know he's gonna love this one. But, you know, if you watched the trailer and it looked good, give it a go. If you saw the trailer and thought, that's kind of shit, give it a miss, you know. Trailers are usually good indications of, you know, stuff. Unless it's the Suicide Squad film. Oh! Suicide Squad. There's the new one, which is apparently better than the old one. You know, I disagree. I personally like big blue lasers in the sky. That's my enemy. That's fucking sick. No, but it is better than the original Suicide Squad. It doesn't have any 6 songs by Skrillex, like you know, Purple Lamborghini, unfortunately, or, you know, that 21 Pilots song that they did for it. Anyway, this one just has James Gunn in it, and it's him jerking one out into his own mouth for fucking 2 hours and 12 minutes. A lot of it is unnecessary and kind of like, oh, James Gunn stuff. And they kind of do something cool with the transitions, but they just keep fucking doing it, and it gets like, all right, I get it. You're doing something cool. All right, I get it, James Gunn. Fuck off. So that's a lot of the film, but it's an alright film. You know, it's got fun characters. There's a lot of issues I have with it, and the main thing being the fucking runtime. So much of it is unnecessary. But we'll move on. Like, the whole subplot of the Soviet state taking over, People's Uprising or whatever, who cares? The one part about that subplot I do want to note, though, is there's a part where Harley Quinn's being interrogated, and she chokes a guy out with her thighs, and God, boy, I pray every day to be that man. Be as lucky, be as fortunate as that fucking man. Imagine getting paid to come on a set one day and just get quelched, just fucking squashed in between Margot Robbie's thighs. Sign me up, baby. Fucking give me the dotted line. Where do I sign? But that's really the only good takeaway from that is that. And then also they do some, she grabs the keys off him with her toes, which, I can get into it. But besides that, the rest of the film is alright. And the main issue with the film is besides the runtime is, do I tell people to watch the Suicide Squad, the first one, beforehand? Because Captain Flack and, Margot Robbie and Amanda Waller, they're all like the same characters, they're continuations from that film, basically. But that film doesn't exist in the canon, I don't think. And would I recommend the Suicide Squad, or Suicide Squad 2, or whatever the fuck you want to call it? Yeah, if you watched the trailer, I thought it would be a bit of a hoot. Give it a go. But I would give it a 5. Like I said, it's a fine film. It's just, I got really sick and tired of James Gunn by the end of it. And, the characters were fine, it was a bit of fun. So, it is one of the better ones in recent memory. One of the more fun, kind of, just go sit down and watch it films, kind of, for most age ranges. And they did some new stuff, which, I can't fault them for. So, give it a watch if you want to. Yeah. It's a step in the right direction for DC, so I definitely say go out and support it. But besides that, I give it a fucking, 5 for me. Space Jam 2. It's LeBron James, the king, as he's referred to in the film, getting his child stolen by AI Don Cheadle, and then he has to fight for his life and everyone around him in a game of basketball. So, the usual stakes, usual bit of fun, except, it's not. It's fucking terrible. But anyway, because LeBron James is stupid but not stupid. Like, what's a computer? What's an internet? And then, ball is life, son. And then also, I'm in Warner Brothers world. I'm going to list every other Warner Brothers property on the whiteboard right now. King Kong, fucking Batman, fucking Dorothy Land, the Wizard of Oz Land, all those characters I'm going to get on the board right here. Like, it's very convenient. And also, they do a bunch of meme stuff, which sucks. Like, Rick and Morty show up, Big Chungus, other stuff. So yeah, it's a dumpster fire. But is it a fun dumpster fire? Yes. Except, in my opinion, the first fucking 10 minutes, which it looks like they accidentally dipped it in green paint. Like, they're like, uh-oh, oopsies, no, we can't fix it. Because to, like, show that they're back in the past, like young LeBron James, they just fucking dunk it in green paint. Just dip it in. Like, it's just so saturated. And they do, there's so much, like, noise that it's called dead pixels everywhere. It fucking just upset me. But, besides that, LeBron James can't act. Not to fault the man, but I'd much rather they would have hired, like, Shaq or someone. Because, hey, I'm an ogre, I'm Shaq, I'm a big man. Kind of, too big for my body, like I stumble around and that. That's Shaq's whole vibe. That's, like, his marketing. That's all Shaq. LeBron James, on the other hand, he plays basketball, he does that, I guess. He doesn't have a brand. And he can't scream as well. Which, I know I'm just going to list off, I'm going on a bit of a rant here. But, they have 4 basketball players for, like, the kid, playing basketball with them, scanning them into the game to be on their team. But those basketball players, even though they have very little to work with, they still give it a red-hot crack, and they're pretty good actors. LeBron James, on the other hand, though, why? Anyway, so they play the game, bit of fun. Bugs Bunny comes real world. LeBron James, half of his lines are dubbed in after the fact because obviously. He's LeBron James, why not? It's very dumb. It's a bit of a dumpster fire. I give it a 6. I would recommend it. But, it's mainly because it is quite bad. Don't go in with good expectations, because you won't enjoy it. But if, you're here to watch a little bit of trash, enjoy, like, Space Jam 2, it's a bit of fun. Nobody. I'm just gonna bash this one out, really. Nobody is a 5. Yeah, Nobody's a 5. It's got the guy from Breaking Bad in it, Stoll Goodworth. He's like a pent-up man with, too much. I'm a normal man, but it just takes that much to break me. But it's a bit of fun, watch it with your dad, watch it with your mum, a bit of household fun. I give it a 5. It's better. It's knockoff John Wick for sure, but it's better than the female knockoff John Wick that Netflix did, but we'll jump into that later. But Nobody 5, give it a watch if you want to. Like I said, all the fucking movies here. If you like the trailer, give it a geese. Don't let me stop ya. If you didn't like the trailer, I would say 5, probably avoid it. Anything above a 5, maybe, hey, give the trailer a second watch. But 5 fucking baseline, just, it's up to you, man. It's up to you. Hey, man. It's up to you. Oh. Hey. Hey, man. Hey, man. Hey. It's up to you, okay? Okay? Hey, hi. It's your fucking choice. I'm just here to kind of give a little bit of advice. But it's your choice, alright? I'm gonna go back to it. But I'm just letting you know, don't fucking complain to me. If you said it was a 5. I actually think it's a 8. Personal preference, alright, buddy? I'm just here to help better, your watching experience. I don't want you to waste time on a Mortal Kombat, type film. I want you to enjoy the 6s in life, the, Space Jam 2s, the Nobodies, the Wraths of Man. Like what you want to like. That's fucking all I'm saying, basically. Alright, I'll get back into it. Alright, we're just gonna bang out the action films, because there's been a few of them, and the first one is Infinite. Infinite is a pretty great film. I saw the trailer and thought, schlock, Mark Wahlberg. But I thought, Mark Wahlberg, fuck yeah, I want to see him beat up some guys. Because that's what Marky Mark does, dog, and that's what I want to see Marky Mark do. So, fucking Infinite is great. It's about, like, they reincarnate, and there's 2 factions in the world. There's the nihilists and the believers, and the nihilists want to fucking kill everything, and the believers just believe. They believe in the sanctity of life and whatever. Bit of goofy premise, but it's a goofy film. And they do it fucking well. Like, there's scenes where, like, he's in the middle of a fight and he's flashbacking to, like, where they fought, 2,000 years ago, and, all that type of fun stuff, and, you can cut bullets with a sword. Pretty fucking neat. He has, like, the Force, do sick jumps and all that, but, it unravels in a fun way, and I love Marky Mark. What can I say? If you have a not hard on, but, you'd let Marky Mark, if you don't want to give catch him down at Wahlburgers and give him a big smooch, after you've enjoyed one of his delicious burgers. If you want to do that to Marky Mark, if you're a big fan of him. And there's also this guy, who I forget his name, and it's hard to pronounce, but he's great in it, and he's in everything, and, he's in it, so that might skew you. He's also good. But besides that, Marky Mark is great. He's carrying on his back, putting it on his fucking ripped shoulders. But I give it a 7. And yes, I would recommend it, Go out and watch it. If you like Marky Mark, want a bit of an action film, got a bit of free time to kill, I'd definitely recommend it. I'd say give it a go. G.I. Joe's Origins, Snake Eyes. Bit of a mouthful, but a good fucking film. So off the bat, all the fight scenes in it are fucking great. Like, it's exactly what you want. All the fight scenes are fucking great, and they always up the ante with each fight, and it just keeps getting fucking better. There's some goofy stuff, in the film. There's conflict, but overall, it's a fucking banger. Like, I was attentive the whole runtime. Like, I'm not messing with you. It's a fucking good film. I know G.I. Joe's origin, Snake Eyes, doesn't really sound like a film you're going to rush to the cinema for, but I'd definitely recommend it. It's a bit of fun. And the fight scenes are fucking great, which is all you really kind of want, and they do have a lot of them. Like, they don't skimp on the fight scenes. And, you know, it'll go from, you know, them fighting a bunch of groups to, like, a fucking cool 3-minute epic fucking two-sworded, like, blade fight one-on-one. And then they go back to, like, you know, fighting a bunch of guys. It's fucking sick. Overall, I give it a 7. I would recommend it, you know. Just go out there and watch it if you can, if you want to. It's a bit of action. It's a fun action film, kind of superhero film, and if you hate Mark Wahlberg, go watch this one instead. So if you don't like the other one, you don't like Marky Mark, you don't want him to carry an action film, this one's just a solid action film by itself. 7 as well. Wrath of Man. Guy Ritchie, Jason Statham film. Some of the transitions in this film caught me off guard. They're fucking bangers. Post Malone's in this film. Spoiler, Post Malone gets fucking gatted in this film. He's got face tats. What else do you expect? It's Jason Statham. So it's a bit of fun. And there are trailers that kind of spoil the film, to be honest, because a certain someone dies, and in the trailers they show it. I didn't see that going into it. I saw trailers without the person dying, and that made it a lot better because I wasn't aware. Because if you watch it, you know, that the trailers, you'll probably just be waiting for that. But I didn't. I was fortunate enough to not, and it may have enhanced my experience, but I still would recommend it. Even if you catch trailers where you see that, still say go watch it, because it's a good Guy Ritchie and Jason Statham film. All the films have, you know, their own little qualities, but those action films, between the three of them, I think there's one you'll like. So they're all pretty bangers. I rate them all. So just give them a go. Spree. Ooh, I love me a bit of Spree. It's got fucking Eddie Longhair. I forget his name. Steve Harrington. That guy. He's in it. He's great. It's Spree. It's a film mainly focused on him. It's about, you know, he lifts Ubers. He also kills people. It's fucking good. It's a bit of fun. I liked it a lot. It's on Netflix, so you can probably watch it. You know, give it a gears. It's well written. It's shot well, and they don't fuck up the social media, which is very good. Like, it's very hard not to make the social media look like shit when they're doing a fake one, and they all use fake ones, and it was great. Anyway, Spree. I give it a 7 out of 10. So it's on Netflix, so if you've got a bit of free time and you like the guy, Steve Harrington, that's his name, basically. I don't remember it. It's fun, so I say give it a watch if you want. Spiral. I love me a bit of Saw. So my ratings of this film might be a bit skewed. I fucking loved it. It was a good step for the Saw franchise. But beyond that, it's what I wanted. So it's Spiral from the Book of Saw. I think Saw might actually be a book series. So, you know, the more you know. But they finally got away from this guy who fucking died Saw 3, Saw 4. And they've kept going, oh, he's actually secretly behind this. He's got a new apprentice, or it was in the past. It was a flashback. That's what they did with the latest one. They were like, oh, it was actually in the past, way long ago, when the guy was still alive, and he got a new apprentice. Getting sick and tired of that. So this was a fucking banger. Like, they didn't bring back the original Saw voice, which I didn't like, personally. You know, I'd like to play a game, Amanda. Would you like to play a game? They use a new voice, and they don't use the Billy puppet. But they're taking a step in a new direction, which I'm fully happy to embrace. They do more gore stuff, you know. Chris Rock is in it, and he's fun. He's getting fucked with. Samuel L. Jackson's in it. He's fun. And, you know, even though it's a fucking Saw film, so you know something's amiss, something's not as it should be, this twist still got me. So, I fucking rate this. I wasn't really scared. You know, they always have the gore scenes where you kind of have to look away a bit, because one of them's just a guy getting his fucking fingers like cheese grated, and I don't really want to see that. So, you know, it is very gore heavy, but, you know, only for like those brief 2-minute scenes. So, standard Saw deal, really. But, they fucking moved away from Dead Guy, and they've done something new, which is very fun. And, I personally liked it a lot. Plus, did you not hear the banger before? Fucking...
Everything I do, I be 10 steps ahead. My youngin' got them bodies, he still pissing the bed. Keep the code of silence, don't repeat what I said.
I'd recommend it. I give it a 6, but I would recommend it. You know, especially now that it's coming into Halloween season. You know, you don't have to watch the other Saws for it because it's not connected to any of them. You know, it's from the Book of Saw. So, you know, it's a Saw copycat killer. So, you know, guy traps people, would like to play a game. You know, that's the deal. So, I'd recommend giving it a watch, you know, especially over this Halloween season. And this will be the last one I'll do, Gunpowder Milkshake. It's on the Netflix deal as well, like I said, not one of the knockoff John Wick films, except it's all ladies this time. Which, you know, bit of fun. Except they like to use long take scenes, which means they use, you know, shit CGI blood. And I wouldn't mind it, but they do it a lot. And, it's got the lady from, the blue lady from Guardians of the Galaxy.
Karen Gillan.
Fine lady, don't have nothing against her. Film was kind of bad. It's like a fine film. It's just, a lot of it's dumb. Like, there's a scene where she gets her arms tranked so she can't move them, and there's 3 guys coming at her in a hallway with guns, and, like, it's kind of cool, but it's just, like, she taped a gun to her hand, and she's just flailing it around, like, there's no way you're pressing the trigger. And especially, there's no way you're pressing a trigger to fucking kill someone. And, but anyway, you know, it's meant to be all the John Wick, you know, fucking, she's crazy good at the game. You know, I'm out of the game, but I'm back in. They just keep bringing me back in, or whatever it is. So, standard John Wick deal, basically. Knock off John Wick, except lady, you know. So, give it a go if you want. Would I recommend this film? It would be a no from me. I give it a 4. So, it's definitely in the badder section of films. It's a bit of fun for a bad film, you know. It's a bit of fun for the lady, the Nebula lady, the blue lady. It's you know, good on her. I'm proud of her. You know, and it's, like I said, a bit of fun. Like, she did get a gun taped to her hand when it was dead armed. That's a bit of fun. You know, just flailing a gun around in a hallway. Nothing more fun than that. Thank you for watching. This is Final Wrap Terry. It's the 22nd of February. I hope you enjoyed. I hope, you know, some of this was useful. Have a good day, and I'll let, you know, other me take it away. You know, I'd like to see you around. So, you know, Terry signing off. You have a fucking good one, you legend.